Hi, you guys. So I wanted to come on and to talk about this video. Well, it's a TikTok video. It's kind of floating around out here, and this is not about Future because I can care less. I just wanted to say that I wanted to talk about the fact that the friend is putting the information out there. This is not really about him, but I think what drew, the blogs and the internet to the story was him. The fact that she was using his name, right? Um, which I was decided on that as well. But she is stating, well, let me play let you guys hear what she had to say.
And they don't know that the other girl is the future, but I'm the middle friend. So I know, and it's so funny because they're both in Miami, both of my girlfriends, and Future will buy one of them like a Balenciaga bag, and she'll send it to me, and he'll buy the other one in the same bag in a different color, and she'll send it to me, and he'll give one of them like 15,000 and be like, go shop, go, and then give the other one 15,000. Two friends right now, and they're both in the future, and they don't know that the other girl is in the future, but I'm the middle friend, so I know, and it's so funny because they're both in Miami, both of my girlfriends, and Future will buy one of them like a Balenciaga bag, and she'll send it to me, and he'll buy the other one the same bag in a different color, and she'll send it to me, and he'll give one of them like 15,000 and be like, go shop, go, and then give the other one 15,000. Two friends right now, and they're both in the future, and they don't know.
So yeah, my whole thing is not, like I said, the Future thing is it is what it is. I mean, I don't think anyone's surprised to hear that about him anyway, right? So, but my thing is the girl code of you going on this interview. Now, the interview hasn't aired yet. It's going to air on Dirty CEO podcast, and yeah, I guess it's on TikTok, or I don't know. It's probably on some of the platforms as well. The host name is Fit Sydney. But anyway, the young lady talking, her name is Anissa, and she is a dancer in Miami. And so the friends that she's referring to are also dancers. Now, these are the girls that she have posted on her page as her good Judies, right? I mean, use the term, right? The good girl friends. My whole thing is like, what about the girl code of you repeating somebody else's business, regardless if you will know that both girls don't know that the other one is, well, they know now, like everyone was saying in the comments. Obviously, they know now. But I'm assuming what she was saying is that she'd have two mutual, she's mutually friends with these two girls and they all probably work at the same place. And when he may know their schedules, he's probably more than likely calling them and asking them um, where, to meet them outside of the club or whatever. Right. And so they probably don't see him. Obviously, they're not going to see him with the other girl. Right. Or he's probably asking them their schedule. So to see what night the one is there and the other one is not there, it could be that as well. But the whole thing for me is like, why is she out telling if
The other girls
they are both
in the
getting
future, but I'm the middle.
if they're both
So I
getting
know.
money from him, then why is she? I mean, let's call it what it is. If they're both getting gifts or whatever from him, then why are you kind of messing up, putting on their game, right? Because now they both know, and now you're gonna probably upset him because this is all over the blogs, and he's going to hear about this. I'm sure people ran to his comments to let him know that this lady was putting this out there, and he probably know who she is as well because it sounds like they all work at the same club. My whole thing, like I said, was what is the girl code today, if there is one? Because I know you're trying to get clicks on your interview, right? And so that is the reason that you're going to throw a Future name out there, right? Or whoever else may go into this club. Um, but it also seems like the betrayal not only of him, but also of your friends. that they are coming back to you telling you these things, right? So, which means that they're probably not telling him that they're going around telling their other friends what he's doing. And then in the interview, she also says that they don't care because they about the other girl, because the host asked her, well, now the girls are going to know, and she's like, oh, they don't care because they know that they're not like a main girlfriend for him. They know it's business pretty much, right? Like he's going to pay for their time, he's going to buy them things to hang out with them. But like I said, even if that's the setup, like it sounds as if you are now going to, because what if he has the main girl, which, who's to say? I thought he was dating Des Dior, but I guess not. I don't see any images of him with her anymore as of late. So I don't know, you know. But yeah, I don't know. I just kind of was like, well, what is the girl code on that as far as you going around telling somebody else's business? It would be different if she was saying, like, I found out that, I was dating Future and one of my friends was dating him as well. And we didn't know if the story went that way, because then that's her own story to tell, right? But then you're out here telling two other people's stories, and it really has nothing to do with you at the end of the day. But like I said, I get the clickbait on this because this is to get people, to drive people to this other young lady's page, or to her podcast, I should say, for this interview. And it just looks like a whole this whole stripper world, right? Like she's interviewing all these girls from out of clubs and what have you. And I'm sure they're all going to have the stripper tales, uh, about this and that guy. In particular, rappers and athletes, right? So they're all going to have these stories on this podcast. And I guess, that's kind of what it is. And they're hoping that that's going to drive um, people to go and listen to these interviews. But I'm just like, yeah, I don't know what to think about that, because I don't know if that's a good idea for you to tell someone else's story for them like that. And maybe the girls really don't care. Maybe she did clear this with them. But let me know what you guys think about this story. Do you ever think it's a good idea to go and tell other people's stories to help someone get their views and stuff? And I mean, I have thought about doing certain things, but I wouldn't want people to come on my platform to tell me somebody else's story. Like, you can come over here and tell me your own story, like stuff that has happened to you. This is your right to, which it gives you that right to talk about it because it happened to you. But for you to come and start telling somebody else's business, I don't know how I feel about that. Because it definitely could cause issues for those two girls. And like I said, I'm not sure who the two girls are. Like, she only has that one group of friends posted on her page, and I think that's on her Instagram. It's not really on the TikTok page, because she starts telling some. I see some of the videos on her TikTok where she's kind of telling her own stories, but for whatever reason, maybe I'm missing something from the interview. Like, maybe they just cut that part because, like I said, they know using Future's name is going to drive people to this interview on the 21st, right? So I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about this in the comments. Do you think that it's okay to tell other people's stories, or do you think people should be allowed to tell their own stories when they feel the need to tell them? Because like I said, if these girls are still seeing Future, then how does that mess with their ability to continue to see him? Because that, it then falls into a trust factor, into a whole trust thing, where if he can even trust doing certain things in front of these people, right, or taking them in around other people who may be high profile, that they may not want their business out, right? And so loose lips sink ships, as that saying goes. So I don't know. I don't know how that goes. This is not the first time that we have heard this. Of course, people telling other people, being real quick to tell somebody else's business. And I don't know why these guys don't put these girls under NDAs in the first place, right? Especially knowing that this is not somebody that you're serious about. But I digress. I guess it is what it is. It's not a big deal. Of course, like I said, it's Future. Everybody knows and probably feel a certain way about him anyway, where women are concerned. And so I guess it's just not a big deal because you kind of just would expect this type of behavior from him anyway. But let me know what you guys think about this story in the comments. And I will see you guys in the next video.